This video is intended for a mature audience, and any content discussed herein is of an educational and comedic nature and does not reflect the opinions of the individuals or items discussed. Thank you. The Mastodon. Hello, everyone. Or no one. Just going to show some recent pickups for today, or for, recent pickups at any rate. And I'll see if anybody joins me. If not, that's fine. And I'm going to give a contest update on who has entered. You still have plenty of time. Contest update. Excuse me. And sip of coffee. So I picked finger guns up yesterday. Went to my local shop. Decided I better get up there before, since they're calling state of emergencies all over the place, that I better get up there before we end up in lockdown like Italy and Ireland. But I picked up finger guns as per the recommendation from Comics Misexplained and his brethren over at S&B Network on the Comicast pod, and picked up New Mutants. I don't really care for this cover because it's a little weird, but I guess I can deal with it. Whatever. Still been digging this title. And X-Force. X-Force was excellent. The Domino issue, that Domino arc, was just awesome. I loved it. Conan 132. Just like that cover. Spike number 2 from Epic Comics. They're heavy hitters. I mean, the art in that's just really cool. I really like. I read the first issue and I saw those 50 cents. Why not? So, issue 3. I guess it was only 4 issues, so I only have one more issue. So that one's really cool. I like that one even better. And Unruly Simeon turned me on to Concrete. So I saw this and I figured I'd check it out. He said that Killer Smile mini was really strange. So I guess I look forward to that. That is kind of an interesting cover. It looks like he's sitting on I don't know, like a bathtub. I don't know. It looks like a shower up there. And I picked up the Spirit Warren magazine number 3 from August of '74. I looked through it, and it's got some pretty kick-ass stories in there. Cool Eisner art. 8 classic stories of horror and suspense. I was talking to my one buddy who's a big Spirit fan, and he has a bunch of the reprints, and he said that he is eager to start getting into the magazine, the Spirit magazines. So there's that. Put these aside. And I got, as I said before, I'm working on the Marvel graphic novels. I got this in the mail today. I don't know if you can see that, but it didn't have that damage when I got it, when I won it in auction. The reason it is in that condition is because the seller chose to package it improperly. It's one of the hazards of eBay. Now, he stuck it in a bubble mailer, stuck that bubble mailer inside of another bubble mailer. That ain't gonna do shit. Anybody who has ever dealt with comic books knows that ain't gonna do shit. And that kind of bugs me because he had a good rating, and I looked through. He regular books, but he's got comic books in there too. Not single issue, but he's got, trades and stuff like that. So, but I contacted him and I said, I took pictures of it, all the damage. I said, this is exactly what happens when you package comic books improperly for transit, because mail person doesn't know what's in there. They don't necessarily care. And my mail carrier, everything that has do not bend on it or has a stiffness to it, she brings up to the door. I'm very pleased with my mail carrier. Some of them, if they can jam that sucker in the mailbox, they will. I've heard horror stories. I heard a horror story one time. A mail carrier just threw it over a fence, and it happened to be the wrong fence, and the neighbor's dog just completely destroyed the comic. And it was a good key issue too. It broke my heart when I heard that story. But I contacted the seller, gave him a bad negative review, negative feedback, and they refunded me half the price, which I wasn't even concerned about that. I was just concerned about them learning how to properly ship books. So there's that, but I can't really, it still pisses me off, because, it wasn't in that bad a shape, but then I got this one, and this seller did a very awesome job. It was sandwiched between two heavy pieces of cardboard, along with this one. The Black Widow Coolest War. This is the later group. If you look up the list of Marvel graphic novels, it goes to 38. And then after that, they have a different type of numbering. I guess it has to do with... maybe I can share my screen here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But this is the Dazzler movie, is issue number 12, and I got this in for pretty good price. This book was only like $3.99. I don't think it's that sought after, but I've never seen it before anywhere. So I got those. Take a couple more off the list. This is number 14. And I got that from the same seller with this and this, all $10 a piece, and they're all in really nice shape. I see this one going for $25, and this one's been going for closer to 20. And this Swashbucklers one is about between 10 and 15. So I think I did all right. I made offers on all three of them, and because I'd never bought multiple items from the same seller. So I contacted them about doing combined shipping, and they said just make the offers and it should combine them automatically. So I did that. Then I got Emperor Doom, and this one is number 25 or 26. I can't remember. At a certain point, they stopped putting the issue numbers on them. Something had to do with the Overstreet guide. But David Michelini and Bob Hall, Emperor Doom, all the characters on that cover, I'm slightly eager to check that one out. I like this with Dr. Doom. Just a line sketch. That's pretty cool. Then there was a lot of Epic Collections. This is the second lot of Epic Collection that I've purchased in the last 6 months. This is these are both issue number 6, I believe. It was an 8-book lot. I grabbed that one, picked that one up. That's a Neil Adams cover. So that was a duplicate. This is a duplicate already. I had this in the other lot. This issue number 4. Pretty cool Kaluta stuff. I think it's Kaluta. I can't remember. But there's some Harlan Ellison stories in there, Michael Moorcock. So in the future, after my contest, I'm probably going to open up an eBay store. Much to my chagrin, I'd rather not have to deal with all those fees, but whatever. And start getting rid of some of the duplicates that I have and stuff that other people in the community might want or outside the community. This is, I forget what issue number this is. This might be number 7. We got Arthur Seidem doing work on this. Jim Starlin continues the Metamorphosis Odyssey with Vanth Dreadstar in this one. I believe that went for the first 9 books, the Metamorphosis Odyssey, starring Vanth Dreadstar. This one they had written on the board, but I don't think they were accurate. I forget which one this is from April 1982. James Fox on the cover. It's pretty cool. Almost looks like something from the Ming Dynasty. 3rd anniversary issue. So that must have been the 3rd year. Yeah, because that started in 80, I believe. And there's this one. August of 82. So I was a month old when this came out. Grail by Michael Senz. Kind of a cool cover. This issue, Weird World, the final chapter. And I can't remember. This is something like issue 14 or something like that. I can't remember. And issue 8, I think. This might be wrong. He's just written on the board issue 8, but it's kind of a cool cover. I forget who I don't know if that's Bolton on the cover. It's pretty cool. Dragon in the Mirror or Muck Monster. It's got a Chris Claremont story. Yeah, it is John Bolton. That. And the main reason I bought the lot was for this one. It's an offer. This is the last issue of the Epic Illustrated Magazine series. We got some incredible talent in there. Terry Austin, John Byrne, Alan Moore, Bill Sienkiewicz, Jim Starlin, Roy Thomas, Rick Veitch, Al Williamson, Barry Windsor Smith, Bernie Wrightson. I mean, it's just incredible list of talent in this issue. But I was looking around at this issue being sold by itself was going for crazy amounts. The cheapest one I saw, and it wasn't really that great a condition, was like $35 by itself, and I paid $30 for the lot. So I think I did all right. Hey, Disco, what's going on, buddy? If you're still doing your auction after I get done here, I'm gonna swing over and say hello. I didn't see it until after I'd already set up the stream. But that was my pickups, and I had mentioned before that oh, it's on Big Will's channel. Oh, okay, all right. Well, JB, if you wanna join, I threw the link in the chat. We just, if you want to hop on, and we'll attempt to do a panel thing again. That hopefully it won't get interrupted by system glitches. But I had mentioned previously that I was collecting, reading, and doing reviews. This will be this is number 3, so it'll be my number 3 episode of that series. Oh, I'm babysitting 6 kids right now. Okay, buddy. I lost my train of thought. There it goes, derailing again. But the first episode is going to premiere tonight, and that's going to be the Death of Captain Marvel. And then I will be, I think, I'm not sure what I want to do, because I don't want it to conflict with the music reviews that I've been doing. But I think I'm gonna do them every other Saturday. So my Saturdays where I don't work, because my schedule rotates every other. So I have every other weekend off, and so episode 2 will probably be 2 Saturdays from now. But and then, and so on and so on. But I want to try to do those. How's everybody holding up out there, buddy? People seem to be falling to the hysteria of everything that's going on, and I wish they wouldn't. We need to stick together. This book I added since my contest announcement. It is Arthur Adams cover, and it's signed by Jay Asmus. Picked this up in an auction from Tacoma Comics about more than a year ago, because I think that's the first auction I bid in. I just threw it out there and picked it up. This is the only unsigned lot in the Our neighbors in this quarter doing well. Good, good. We've had neighbors potluck last night. It was a good mixer. Good. Good, brother. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. But this is the only unsigned lot. It's the first Mosaic, I guess. I have no idea who that is. For the first prize in the contest. Backway, signed by Justin Jordan at Baltimore Comic Con. Seance issue 1, signed by Barry Goldsmith at a local con, Sci-Fi Valley Con in Altoona, PA. Seance issue 2, also signed by Barry Goldsmith. Curse Words, limited to preview Ashcan, whatever, signed by Charles Soule, and I believe he signed it at C2E2 a few years ago. 2017, I want to say. And Dark Knight's Metal. I don't know if this was a variant or what it was. I just liked the cover. I like that, and I got it signed by Greg Capullo and John Glapian. I'm never going to get that name right. At Wizard World in Philadelphia in 2018. There are no COAs. I had the opportunity to get a COA with this, but I just didn't, because at the time I had no intention of selling it, or I thought maybe giving it away. I don't know. But that's the grand prize. All right, man. Tell Stay Puff I said hi. But that's the grand prize for my contest, and second prize will be just I'll stuff a mystery box, we'll say. And again, the contest runs until April 1st. I have, let's see, I got to look. I have 6 people who have entered. One was just a sole comment, and the others were fantastic videos. At the end of the stream, I'm going to drop those links in the description, so you can check them out. Metarog made a great video. 64-page special made a great video. And it just I'm loving the videos that are being made for this contest. I'm glad people are entering. I sort of wished more people would enter. I thought it was a good contest to do, and I just I don't know. What's that? It's kind of the end of that. I'm sitting at 240, which I never in my wildest dreams thought that would ever happen. I never even, like I said before, I fell into this gig, and I met some fantastic people. I learned a lot from this community. There's so many people in this community that have a wealth of knowledge, and it's just fantastic. So I didn't know how to ship books before I learned how to ship books. In fact, I just shipped a bunch of books to Bueller for in his boxes for donations. 120 books, I don't know, something like that. And hopefully someone will appreciate those in their collection. That's all I got for today. unless somebody happens to pop in, I'm going to sign off. I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And if you're bored, I started two other channels. One's called My Hometown. I still got to edit the videos and splash them up. Or not splash them up. Edit them and put them on. I think the my hometown one, they're just ride along videos as I'm going through my local area, and talking about it. So I might just throw the videos in. I mean, they're already up there. I just didn't make them public yet. And the other one is just kind of a joke, a spoof video or spoof channel on food reviews. So I will do that, and if you're bored, check them out. If not, that's fine too. But we will see. We'll see you down the road, and in the meantime, keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing. Later.